Have you ever noticed how your thoughts can feel pretty quiet during the day, almost like a low hum in the background? But the moment your head hits the pillow at night, it's like someone cranks the volume up to maximum. Suddenly, when the world outside goes silent, your mind starts a full-blown movie marathon, replaying every conversation, every worry, and every memory you've been trying to push away all day. If this sounds familiar, I want you to know you're definitely not alone, and more importantly, you are not broken. A lot of people believe that overthinking at night is a sign that something is fundamentally wrong with them, that their brain is somehow malfunctioning. But the truth is actually much simpler, and in a way, much kinder than that. Your brain isn't launching a personal attack on you, it's just finally getting its first real moment of silence all day, and it's using that opportunity to speak up. Think about what a typical day looks like. From the moment you wake up, your mind is on the go. You're at work, you're answering messages, there's constant noise, you're making one decision after another. All of this activity acts as a constant distraction, keeping your deeper thoughts buried under a pile of immediate tasks. But what happens at night? The distractions finally fade away. Your phone is quiet. The room is dark. There's nothing and no one demanding your immediate attention. And that's the precise moment when your brain finally has the space it needs to start processing everything you've been holding in. It's like you've been holding your breath all day, and the quiet of the night is your first chance to finally exhale. Now, here's a crucial point to understand. Your brain's primary job is not to make you happy. Its main directive, hardwired over millennia of evolution, is to keep you safe. So, when everything finally slows down, your brain goes into review mode. It starts scanning for potential threats and unresolved problems. It brings up those unfinished conversations because it sees them as loose ends that could cause future social conflict. It brings up future worries because it's trying to prepare you for potential dangers. It replays things you wish you had handled differently because it's trying to learn from past mistakes to protect you from making them again. This is exactly why your thoughts feel so much heavier and more intense at night. There's nowhere left to run, nowhere left to hide from them. The silence of the night removes all the buffers. If you've ever found yourself thinking, ugh, I'll just deal with this later, well, nighttime is when later officially arrives. It's the designated appointment your mind has set to unpack everything you've been stuffing down. But this doesn't mean you're weak or that you're failing at managing your thoughts. In fact, it often means the exact opposite. It means you've been incredibly strong all day long. Overthinking at night is very often a sign that you have been pushing through a significant amount of stress without giving yourself the necessary time or space to actually process it. Your mind isn't trying to punish you. It's simply asking for your attention. It's like a child tugging on your sleeve, trying to tell you something important, but you've been too busy to listen until now. Ignoring these thoughts and feelings during the day doesn't make them magically disappear. It only postpones them, and they patiently wait for the quiet of the night to make their presence known. So what can we do about this? Sometimes, the goal isn't necessarily to stop overthinking completely, because in some ways, that's like trying to stop your brain from doing its job. A more effective approach is to understand why it's happening in the first place. Just recognizing that these loud intrusive thoughts are your brain's attempt to protect you, not to harm you, can make them feel significantly less overwhelming. It changes the narrative from my brain is attacking me to my brain is trying to help me sort things out. That shift in perspective is incredibly powerful. When you see your thoughts as a signal rather than a threat, you can respond to them with curiosity instead of fear. You can ask, what is this thought trying to protect me from? Or what unresolved issue does my mind want me to look at right now? This creates a dialogue with your mind instead of a battle against it. Let's explore some practical ways to create that dialogue before your head hits the pillow. One of the most effective techniques is what you might call a brain dump, about an hour before you plan to go to sleep. Take out a journal or a simple piece of paper and write down everything that's on your mind. Don't filter it, don't judge it, just let it all out. Write down your worries, your to-do list for the next day, that awkward thing you said in a meeting, anything and everything. The physical act of writing it down transfers the thoughts from your mind onto the paper. It externalizes them, essentially telling your brain, I hear you, I've recorded this, and we can deal with it tomorrow. You don't need to keep reminding me all night. This simple act can provide a profound sense of relief and closure, allowing your mind to relax. Another powerful strategy is to build a wind-down routine. Just as you wouldn't expect a car going 100 miles an hour to stop instantly, you can't expect your mind to go from full speed to a complete standstill in a matter of seconds. Your brain needs a transition period. This routine could involve activities that signal to your body and mind that the day is over. Maybe it's reading a physical book, not a screen, or listening to calm music or a relaxing podcast. It could be some gentle stretching, meditation, or a warm bath. The key is consistency. When you do these things every night, you're training your brain to associate them with sleep. You're creating a gentle off-ramp from the highway of your day, guiding your mind peacefully toward rest instead of letting it crash into a wall of silence. This routine tells your brain the time for problem solving is over. Now is the time for rest and recovery. It's also important to manage your environment. Our brains are incredibly sensitive to cues, and light is one of the most powerful. The blue light emitted from our phones, tablets, and computers mimics daylight and can trick our brain into thinking it's still daytime, suppressing the production of melatonin, the hormone that helps regulate sleep. So, try to put away all screens at least an hour before bed. Make your bedroom a sanctuary for sleep. Keep it dark, quiet, and cool. When your physical environment is calm and optimized for rest, it sends a powerful message to your mind that it's safe to power down. And remember, be kind to yourself. On those nights when the thoughts are still loud, don't fight them. Fighting your thoughts is like wrestling with a shadow. It's exhausting and you'll never win. Instead, try to observe them with a sense of gentle detachment, like watching clouds pass in the sky. Acknowledge the thought, there rests that worry about the presentation again, and then gently guide your focus back to your breath. You might have to do this dozens of times, and that's okay. The practice isn't about achieving a perfectly empty mind. It's about practicing the gentle art of returning to the present moment, over and over again. So, the next time you find your thoughts getting louder as the world gets quieter, I want you to remember this. Your mind isn't broken. It's not your enemy. It's overloaded, and it's trying its best to do its job. Understanding that is the first, most crucial step toward finding that quiet space and getting the peaceful rest you deserve. You've been strong all day. Now it's time to be gentle with yourself at night. Thank you so much for watching. If this resonated with you, consider subscribing for more content on understanding your mind. Sweet dreams.